I just had one of the toughest workouts that I've ever gone through. At least one of the toughest leg days that I've ever gone through. I just want to talk about it real quick because I'm kind of surprised how I went through that, if I'm being honest. Might not sound like a big deal, but, there's a reason why so many people skip leg days. I'm going to try to put this here real quick. I just got done with the workout. It is like 8 o'clock right now. Been here since like 6:20. I've been here since like 6:20. So about an hour and a half of working out. And you would think that I would just skip because it's 6 a.m. The last thing I want to do is hit legs. Man, I'm so out of breath right now. Last thing I would want to do is hit legs. Last thing. If I wasn't so damn urgent with my fitness goals, essentially, or my just the goals in general, I would not have went through that type of day. Like today, I'm being so serious. Today was a really, really tough leg day. 6 a.m., a little bit of sleep, right? All I had was electrolytes, no food or anything. Last night, I didn't have any food. Last thing I ate was, I think I ate like 14 hours ago. So it was 5:30 in the morning. I kind of woke up late today. Did my push-ups late on my story. And I was really thinking, like when I got out of bed, I was thinking, you got work later today. You don't want to push yourself too hard. You got work at 1 o'clock. You don't want to push yourself too hard. Take this day off. Do leg day tomorrow. Do it tomorrow. Even though tomorrow's your rest day, do it tomorrow. Just skip today because you have work. You're tired. It's legs. You want to be able to have energy for legs. I was so tempted to just stay in. And if I wasn't, again, so urgent, I would have stayed in. If it was me like a year ago, I would have just stayed in bed. Just talked myself out. I would have sold myself the lie that, I could just wait till tomorrow to do legs. And today I still went. And it wasn't like, I showed up at least. I went and I still did my sets. I still did all the reps. I did everything to failure. Because the last thing I want to do is just go and walk out that gym and regret not pushing myself. Literally, all your goals are asking for is that one extra rep. Not just showing up, not just going to hit your sets, but hitting all your sets and getting that one extra rep. There's days where I show up and then I'm like, at least I showed up. I skipped a couple of sets, but at least I showed up today. But today I was just like, who would the future me do? What would the future me do in this case? Would he just give up? Or would he actually go through with all his sets, all his reps? And it's the littlest things that make a big difference, right? You might think, it's just one extra rep. It's not going to cause that much muscle growth. It actually makes a big difference in your muscles, not only your muscles, but in your mental state, in your mind. Call it cliche, call it cringe, I don't care. I don't want to walk out that gym and regret not giving my all. And don't even get me started with the cardio. Last thing I wanted to do was after I hit my quad, it was quads day, right? I'm doing an upper lower split currently. I was doing the quads focused. And the last thing I want to do is go hit my cardio, 30 minutes of incline walking. After legs, like on any other day, sure, like I'll do it still. I'd rather not, but I know I have to. But on leg day, I just want to go home now. I just want to go eat my meal. I just wanted to go home. I just want to get ready. Just want to do my work. Just go to work and just last thing I want to do is cardio. But I still did it. I walked past those machines. So tempted to just walk out the gym, but I didn't. And that's because I just hate regretting things. I know if I walk out that gym, I'm going to feel guilt being like, you didn't do cardio. I wouldn't have felt complete, right? I wouldn't have felt like I gave my all. And it's only when you give your all, it's when you decide you want to show up, but your gut is like, or your mind is like, no, please don't show up, please don't. like, how do you explain it? The last thing I want to do is just walk out that gym and regret not giving my all, because I had this guilt feeling every time I don't do what I know I'm supposed to do. I always turn and toss when I go to sleep, because I know I'm like, okay, I just wasted today because now I'm not closer. I'm actually farther away from that goal. Right? You're slowly dying, okay? You're slowly dying. So each day that you waste, you're farther away from your goal and you have less time to achieve it. That's the mind, or the perspective I have. You don't get any extra days. Whenever you pass is when you pass. It's just a matter of time. It's just the time's ticking. So each day you waste, you're just farther away from your goal. You're always progressing or regressing. Last thing you want to do is regress. And you think that, oh, I'm just gonna, just maintain, my discipline, just show up. You're actually regressing. So you have to give in your all just to try to even stay even with yourself, stay even with your progress, right? And so when you decide to just not show up, when you decide to say, oh, you're tired, or you're not going to do this because of this, whatever reason, you're just getting farther away from your goals. And that's the thing I fear the most. It's just wasting a day where I know that I could have it worse, right? God bless, I get to even wake up peacefully, have legs to use. They're not gone, they're not amputated or anything. I don't have any hardship with the physical body. I get to have the blessing to go and challenge myself and see the fruits of my labor over time when I keep showing up every single day. Right? So when you have that mind frame, it's like, what a blessing it is to wake up and to go hit the gym, to not have any survival problems. I'm so grateful. Have food, shelter, right? Those are not challenges too much. Those are the bare minimum that I could ask for to even live and thrive. The last thing I should do is waste my resources and just do fuck all and just go and stay in bed. Think about what the future you is going to do, right? It's not just like this future you is going to just pop up out of nowhere. You got to transform into him or her. You got to transform. You got to, what, even the little thing, what music do they listen to? What do they think about when they go through hardship? What do they think about when someone gives them an attitude at the shop or something? What do they think? Do they rage? Do they get upset? Do they get loud? Do they have a tantrum? Or are they at least stoic and be like, okay, this is a problem. I don't want to go to the gym. This person's giving me attitude. Last thing I'm going to do is give attitude back, because even those littlest things, man, like, how do they act? How does a person make decisions? What decision do they choose? And today for me, it was, what would the future me do? He would still show up. Okay, show up. Get in the damn car and go to the gym. Oh, he doesn't want to make his meals. Okay, what would the future me do? Oh, he would make his meals still. He would try to measure out his rice. He would do all this. He would, do his bedtime routine. He would get off the screen when he's on it for too long. He would go do his walks, his cardio. The little decisions, like, you might think like, oh, it's not a big deal, but the littlest things is what people miss, and those things compound and add up over time, and then it leads to where they are designed to be. If you don't do the littlest things, you don't do them perfectly, you don't stay true to yourself or accountable to yourself in the beginning, how are you going to be accountable to yourself when you have the things that you want? When you have everything that you could have asked for? It's going to be super hard to stay disciplined. And even for me now, it's still super hard, because it's my future, like, goal, I feel like, is so far away that I'm like, okay, well, it's going to be a long ride, so at least I can do is like the littlest things right now and perfect them. I may not be in the best situation I want to be at. I may not be where I want to be. But in the meantime, the least I can do is at least try. You know, every single day, at least try to add them up over time, right? So I just want to share that experience because this was a really hard leg day, and I don't think I would have done it with the mindset that I had like a year ago. You know, so, I mean, I don't want to talk about it too much, but I was like going through a lot of stuff in 2023 to the 2024-ish, and it was just a super bad time. And I was like, this day reminded me of those days because I would skip any day of the gym if I felt sad, upset, tired. I wasn't urgent with my goals. But now today is like, I feel like I'm just running out of time. I feel like I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time. The last thing I can do is just waste another day. I did all the reps. I did extra reps in there. I was like, every time I was like, oh, I think that's it. That's it. I was about to, like, on the hack squat, I was about to just put the weight back. I was like, you're a bitch if you don't do another set or another rep. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. You're a bitch if you don't do another rep. I was literally talking to myself like that. I wasn't saying that exactly, but subconsciously I was like, if you don't do another rep, you're actually like, you're a wuss. Did another rep, felt lightheaded, but I did another rep. Right? I'm not saying to injure yourself because I know when's my limit, but just feeling a little bit lightheaded, I can handle that. And even on the what do you call it? The leg curls. I was doing the lying leg curl, and I really I had this still had this problem with my ACL, so it was kind of hard to do so. But I was like, am I really gonna let it just stop me from at least trying? I was gonna skip the leg curls because my ACL, I still feel it like moving here and there, and I'm like, okay, I need to be careful. But I'm not gonna let it stop me from at least trying. You know, just lighten up the weight, increase the reps. So I found a way around it. When there's a will, there's a way. So I just wanted to share that experience because it was quite difficult, especially at 6 a.m. Last thing you want to do is just hit legs. You have nothing. You have ate nothing. You do cardio, 30 minutes of cardio, man. I was so tempted to do like, okay, I'm just gonna do 10 minutes. I was gonna do like 20 minutes. But no, I did 30 minutes because I have to hit my 15,000 steps that I promised myself every single day. And I missed 2 days out of the last 5 days. So I have no days to waste. All right, I posted on my story. I post my 15,000 steps. I must show up. I just must show up. Even though I don't care if no one's watching. I'm watching myself. I'm keeping myself to a standard where I was like, 15,000 steps is way too much. Yeah, no, it's not way too much. If you really wanted it, I have the time. It's only like 2 hours and 30 minutes of walking, I believe. Right? Every 10 minutes is about 1,000 steps. So that's where I'm at right now. So this is like a sign to at least show up. But not just show up, at least try. Give it your all. Give everything that you've got, because the last thing you want to do is go and regret that you could have done more. You know? I hate regretting things, which is why I'm making this channel, why I'm posting on Instagram. I'm like, okay, if I don't do it now, then when am I going to do it? And if I don't do it ever, I'm going to regret it a lot. Why not? Just show my journey. No one's going to... If people judge, who cares? Right? That's just my state of mind. Try to work so hard that it's like, it's very hard to regret that you could have put more. All right? So that was a quick rant. I'll see you in the next one because I gotta go. Gotta go do my meals. I gotta go to work. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'll see you guys.